The story of the Tower of Babel. Genesis 11, verse 1 to 9. Now the whole world had one language and a common speech. As people moved eastward, they found a plain in the land of Shinar and settled there. They said to one another, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly." They used brick instead of stone and tar for mortar. Then they said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." They wanted to stay together and become great, rather than spreading out as God had commanded. But the Lord came down to see the city and the tower the people were building. Seeing their pride and ambition, he said, "If as one people speaking the same language they have begun to do this, then nothing they plan to do will be impossible for them. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they will not understand each other." Suddenly, the people could no longer communicate with one another. Some spoke one language, others another, and confusion filled the city. Because they could no longer work together, the people abandoned the tower and the city. The Lord scattered them across the earth, just as he had intended from the beginning. Their grand project was left unfinished, and their dream of making a name for themselves was ruined. Instead of unity, there was division. Instead of greatness, there was chaos. That is why the place was called Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. From that moment on, different nations and languages spread across the earth. The Tower of Babel became a symbol of human pride and God's power, showing that no matter how great people try to become on their own, God's will always prevails. Reflection questions. What do you think was the main mistake of the people building the tower? How do language and communication affect unity and division in today's world? What does this story teach about the balance between human ambition and God's will?